Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. Thank you so much. We're back. We're back right here on Good Morning Kenya. It's a pleasure being with you yet again. Remember, it's Entertainment Thursday. And my name is Aguko, right here on KBC Channel 1. We find pleasure in your presence. Thank you so much for sticking with us. We hope that you're being entertained from wherever you're watching us from this fine Thursday morning. Now, let's shift gears from gospel to enter to secular. And in this particular conversation, I am joined by the one and only JTM Salim in studio.
Yes, sir. How's it going? Good morning, Kenya.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for the amazing intro. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome back to the country.
First time being home. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
First time?
Yeah.
Wow, first time?
First time.
Where have you been?
I've been in Louisville. I mean, I've been all over the States. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to, I can't even name all of them, but I'm also going to Canada. But really, it's about Kenya, to be honest with you.
All
I
right.
want to tour the whole continent and see how I can just further my brand and see what I can bring, what kind of value I can bring to the people and to the country.
Grew up in which part of the country?
I was born in Nairobi, but my people's from Somalia.
Somali?
Yes, sir.
So you speak Somali?
I speak Somali. Sele.
What does that mean?
That means how y'all doing?
And Swahili?
Nah, in Somali.
One Swahili, do you?
In Swahili is jumbo.
Which word do you know in Swahili apart from jambo?
Nakupenda. Or nini.
Salim, thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you on board.
Me too, man. Thank you.
And I'm looking at the work you've been doing.
Yes, sir.
You're making, many great strides.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your journey, how you started, and how far you've come today.
To be honest with you, I've been making music for over a decade. For the people who don't know, that's 10 years. I feel like to master anything, you got to do it for at least 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
That's from Bruce Lee. My journey, I started off just making music because when I was in the States, I didn't really talk to people. It was a different culture, didn't really speak the language very good. So I would write to speak to my friends and my family and tell them how I feel. And now music has become not just something I use to express how I feel, but it's to bring awareness to whatever I feel like I want to drive or what message I want to drive. And that message is really faith and belief in yourself and in a higher power.
All right, all right. You're saying you used to struggle, growing up because of that language barrier. So how did you manage to, get to learn and associate with other kids even as you're growing up? I know it must have been challenging.
Oh, it's definitely challenging. Coming from a different country, people start to look at you differently, treat you differently, even though we're all the same color. But the way you learn...
Even those of the same color?
Yes. Especially those of the same color.
Wow.
They'll treat you way different. But the way to really learn the language, I'd say, is just utilizing your tools, such as the internet, and also just being around the kids and hearing the language over and over and over, watching the TV shows, listening to the music, and then what you feed your mind, what you feed your eyes, I feel like you take in. So that's why I'm here. And sometimes my accent comes on, but it's okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
I put it on purpose sometimes.
Now, growing up, there was this type of musical genre that you loved listening to. What was it?
That was hip-hop, but then eventually, I feel like my soul was calling me to Afro. I couldn't run away from it because that's where I'm from. And here I am now. I do Afro hip-hop, Afro R&B, Afro everything.
Afro everything.
Yes, sir.
You're freestyle for us.
Right now?
Right? No.
You ready?
Let's take a break. Let's take a break. He's ready. Let's take a break right now, and then we'll be back. After this, we will have a freestyle from JTM Salim.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, and a big up goes to Malindian foreigner watching us, watching us from Jaguar Kigeugeu. No. That's a song. It's my favorite. Jaguar Kigeugeu is my favorite hit. That is Malindian. And Abel Osori saying, a.k.a. Director Outa Kawangware Massive Riakimai Jazz Band under Matara Aganda. Thank you so much. Also goes to Grace Matengo, saying, watching us live Also, Moses Victor is saying he's enjoying the conversation. And remember, we asked the question on our Facebook page, what is your favorite Kenyan secular artist? That is a question we had asked. I think that is what Malindian foreigner mentioned, Jaguar. There is another one called Frank saying Yashinsky. All right, so those are just some of the comments that I have so far. Remember to keep watching us, keep engaging with us. The hashtag is Good Morning Kenya, at Ram Aguko, not KBC Channel 1. It is Entertainment Thursday. This is Good Morning Kenya from wherever you're watching us from now. I am with JTM Salim. Before we took that break, you are about to do a freestyle for me.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Do you have something in
I'm ready.
the bank?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Go.
I copyrighted all these rhymes and the freestyles. They ain't never heard a hit till they heard mine. Everybody look like money, it's a good night. Till we go back home and it's all lies. But the next line, word from the wise. To get rich, there's an absolute science. You can run down to movement sound. The library, it got the appliance. For my people, I pray you go further than me. Go further than the eye can see. Just remember that you're running with me. With no shoes, I got run with my feet, living intentionally. The money to chasing me. 100 hours a week, living intentionally. The money to chasing me. 100 hours a week.
Oh, yeah. $100 a week.
Yeah.
Is that what we should be earning?
100 hours a week is what you be working.
Oh, 100 hours a week?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. No stop.
Did you compose that?
I did. It's called Living the Dream. It's out on all streaming platforms, including my website, movementsound.org.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Check him out.
Yes, sir.
Check him out.
Yes, sir.
This is a real thing here.
And also, the title actually is my book titled Living the Dream. It's out on Amazon and also my website. Check it out. By your boy Salim, a.k.a. Hassan Magan.
You wrote a book?
Yes, my first book. It's called Living the Dream in real life.
What's it all about? Living the dream?
Living the dream in real life and how to do it. It's just my journey and just showing people, like, you don't have to be known by no big label.
Yeah.
You don't have to have big money. You don't have to be from no big city. You can do it where you're at, with what you have, and where you're from. All you need is the internet.
You know, everybody nowadays talks about such things. You know, people say, especially the youth, the young people, they say you need to be connected for you to get a song out, for you to get a good producer, for you to get even media viewership, for people to listen to you. You need to be connected. For you to get a job, you need to be connected. You believe that is not what we all need?
Well, here, let's look at the word connect, right?
Yeah.
If we look at the word connect, it means to put two things together. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So the internet is the way we connect. So even if I don't know somebody in a certain industry, right, as long as I do the work and I network and use the internet, I'll be able to connect to everybody in the world.
Are you doing that?
Yes, right now. How am I in the States and I'm right here in front of you in Kenya? Because of the power of the internet.
Wow. And we need to take
the internet very serious. The internet has made me a website that produces 4 figures a month because of the internet. If the word connect means to put two things together, the internet has put the world together. So why not use it?
What is the story that is in this book that people do not know?
When it comes to success or wanting to live your dream in real life, sometimes in the physical, it won't look like you're living it. But to have faith in God, right? To have complete faith in God is to have faith without seeing it. In the beginning, right? In the physical, it may not look like I'm living my dream. But in here, if I know I am, if I see it, if God shows me the image and I follow that image, it's going to eventually appear in my reality.
Yeah.
But everything in my reality is supposed to tell me it's not real. It's supposed to stop me from believing. But if I have complete faith, I'm going to walk and keep believing, even though my reality might look like poverty, right?
So you can attract what positivity. You can attract what you want.
Yes, because poverty is not real. It's in the mind.
It's a state of mind.
Poor just means passing over opportunities repeatedly.
Say that again.
Passing over opportunities repeatedly means you're poor. Poor is not about money. Being broke is not real. It's all in your head.
And you attract that energy.
Yes.
And the universe receives that.
Will give it to you.
And it will give it to you.
It will give it to you. You only get what you want. You don't. If I want bad things to happen, I think about bad things all the time, bad things will happen. Now, am I saying bad things don't happen? They do. But do you see it as bad things, or do you see it as a stepping stone to move forward? I see it as a stepping stone.
When you look at yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you've been there. 10 years down the line. And there's that story, there's that experience that you went through.
Yeah.
There's that thing that you went through that today, when you look back into that, you're like, my goodness. Tell me about that experience that you still remember till today that changed everything.
This might sound heartbroken, right?
Yeah.
I lost my brother in 2017, and that woke me up. I used to want to do music for a long time, but I've always felt like I had to have a plan B. But then when I lost my brother, the last thing he said to me was, bro, we're waiting on you to make it happen. And at that time, I was running a business. I was, learning how to network, but I didn't know how to put it together with music. So I didn't know how to make what he's saying happen.
And what was he doing?
What was he doing?
Yes.
He was in the streets. He was living a life that he didn't want to live, but he felt like he had to. And for me, I had music. That was my escape. So when he said that to me, I knew in my heart, I didn't know how to make it happen, but I could. Because when it comes to God, I don't feel like you worry about how, you just do it.
Just do it.
The how-to is going to come, right? So 10 years down the line, my best friend passes away. When my best friend passes away, this really shook me up. I was like, okay, I know life is not forever, right? I was sitting on the corner of my bed. I was like, okay, Salim, life's not forever. So what is it that you want to do? What do you want to do every single day that you wake up and you're not going to complain whether it's raining, whatever is happening, because life's always going to happen.
Yeah.
I felt like it was music. I knew no matter what happened, I was always going to go to the studio. I knew no matter who passed away, who got sick, what car broke down, didn't matter. I was going to go shoot a music video. I was going to go perform. I was going to come to Good Morning Kenya and come talk to you no matter what happened. I lost my baggage. When I came to Kenya, I had no clothes. I had to buy new clothes, but I'm here because I know no matter what happens, I'm going to live the dream in real life because my brother wants me to do this. I'm going to cry right now.
and music was your...
It's my beast, yeah.
That's where you release
everything,
all the energy that you have.
Yes.
Sorry for that, my brother. And no. I'm looking at how
you know how you said that moment.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful moment, even though it's sad. It's the thing that woke me up to help me get here today. So I'm glad that happened. If it didn't happen, I probably wouldn't be talking to you today, because I wouldn't be doing music.
It opened your eyes
to take something serious, to believe, to really go all in. Because there is no plan B, it's only plan A, that's it. Living life, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, what you've said has just made me realize, sometimes we take things for granted. And you never know what you've got until you lose it.
Yes.
That hit you hard.
That's what took me to wake up. For some people, it might be different. For some people, it might be losing a job. For some people, it might be breaking a nail, right? Everybody has something different. Something shakes you up and calls you to God. Something shakes you up and calls you to your vision, calls you to the purpose that you're here for. Because everybody has a talent and everybody has a purpose. You just got to find it.
And you have to find it.
You just got to find it.
And pursue it. I'm looking at the songs that you've done so far.
Yeah.
Candy shop?
Coffee shop.
Coffee shop.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Coffee shop.
Yes.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Coffee shop. Yeah. We have a coffee
right there
in the back there.
Yes.
Coffee shop. Tell us something about that song. Coffee shop.
Coffee shop was the second song I made with my ex, Amiria. She's on the song too. Now she's on the song. Yeah, she sings. Oh. So Coffee Shop is just really me talking about the story how I fell in love with her in the coffee shop. So that's why it's called Coffee Shop. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So how did you fall in love with her?
How did I?
How did it get there?
So at this time I was a professional network marketer, and I set up an interview with her. She came in. She looked beautiful. And I feel like it was like love at first sight because the songs just started coming to me. The melodies just started coming in my head.
And you said you've passed the interview already.
Yes, she passed.
You passed.
She passed because she took my heart away. So, and then one day I called her, I said, hey, I got a song I want you to hear. And I was like, you make the pain go away. Showtime with you, not a waste. I do not care what they say. Ay, I pray your love's here to stay. I pray your love here to stay. Yeah, I teach and learn from her. We from two different worlds. You know, our wife, I traded my Somali girl, but that's no dish to her. I have respect for her, cause I would rather take this diamond over her. You, Thank you for your time.
That's a real deal.
Yes,
that's
sir.
a real deal.
Yes, sir.
Did she fall for you?
She did. We fell in love. We was together for like 2 years. But and then, you know, that happened. Yeah. When I was in the corner of my bed when my best friend passed away, I had to sacrifice some things. So I walked away from my relationship. Yeah. I walked away from the organization I was building, and I went all into music. And we're here today.
You left it all. Did you ever regret it?
I didn't. Sometimes you got to give up the good for the great.
All right. Allow me to deviate. We'll come back to your music.
Yeah. Okay.
Just a bit, for a second. Have you ever made a decision that you've regretted? In music?
In music?
Or?
I wouldn't say I don't regret anything. I've made decisions that hurt. Yeah. That I still feel today. Yeah. That hurt. But I know I made those decisions for a reason. So I don't let the hurt bother me because emotions are like fickle. Emotions come and go. So it's not really to ignore your emotions, but it's to control your emotions.
But can your emotions affect your music?
Yes, I use my emotions for my music. So even though it hurt, I go straight to the studio and I drop the whole album about the hurt. And here we are today.
And that's how the lyrics come through?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Now, I'm looking at, you know, your inspiration and the thing that now pushes you towards going back to the studio, getting the songs done. And it's intriguing for me. And how then do you wake up in the morning, even in times when you doubt yourself? When you've had moments where you've actually felt like giving up.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell me.
Every day. Every day.
So yes, you may have that inspiration. Yes. But there are those moments, those low moments. Tell me about those moments and how you managed to come out of that.
Man, in those moments, I ain't gonna lie to you, it used to be hard, but now it's like I have messages people send me. They tell me they're inspired. I have messages people tell me, hey, I started this because of you doing this. So I feel like it's too late for me to give up. Even if I want to, I can't. Because there are people who do what they do because I'm doing what I do. All I'm doing is leading by example. So if I stop, it's a lot of people that's gonna stop. So that just keeps me going. So when I doubt myself, I say, hey, look, Salim, you ain't doing this for you anyways. This is for a higher purpose. This ain't for me. Because if it was just for me, I could have dropped the studio, I could have made the song, keep it on my phone and listen to myself. But it's not for me. Every action, every step is for, it really is for God, to be honest, because he gets all the credit for it. And I'm just here to really inspire somebody, that's it.
Wow. You know. No Love Kentucky.
No Love Kentucky.
Tell me about that.
So No Love Kentucky is like Afro and country together. Because I'm from Kentucky and I'm from Africa, I'm putting the vibes together.
Oh, you fuse them.
Yes. No Love Kentucky.
The beats and the...
And even the melodies and my accent and then the words I'm using for my language. So I'm mixing it all together.
Do you have different accents?
I do.
Which accents do you have?
I don't know if you can hear it. Some people hear it. When in the States, they say you're definitely from Africa because I can hear your accent. Over here, they say you're definitely from the States. I can hear your accent. So it's the one you hear. I don't know, you know.
Okay. Okay, but like my accent, if I go to the States, they will say, you're definitely
you're from Africa, yes.
All right. So No Love Kentucky, when was it released?
No Love Kentucky was released with my series. I got an album called Treasure X. And I wrote that album after I left my the relationship, and I also got I got nominated. Well, I got on the Grammy ballot for Best Rap Performance, and then I was just so inspired. I wrote 24 songs, and I dropped No Love Kentucky as one of them.
Wow!
So Escape Civil War. When I came down to this country, I'm not from the streets, my half-blood and them concretes. This for my day ones and them A1s and they all crease. I know it's your life, but it's one life if you stay free. Almost has it and I lost her, oh I hate sleep. I gotta keep all my masters for this mouthpiece. I got 4 figs, I need 2 more for my first 6. That means 2,000 more for my first brick. Made my losses my lessons, then I led the ship. She wanna feel where I come from, take down the zip. You say you live down on Skirt Street and don't mind to live. I owe my people where I'm from, don't have a shift. We're all just a long way from home. A long way from home. We're all just a long way from home. A long way from home.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, you got some vocals on you, man. You got to start singing.
I'm trying.
You got it.
So, if I look at these songs that you've managed to do so far, of course I know that there are projects you're working on as we speak. What should we be looking out for? There must be something cooking in the kitchen.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Now y'all know. I think you know what inspires me is pain. If you hear all it's pain.
I noticed that.
Yes.
I noticed that.
Yeah. I feel like diamond is created by pressure, right?
Yeah.
So every time I get into pain
and fire.
Yes, and fire. So you got to go through pain. You got to go through fire. I fell in love again, right?
Okay.
Got my heart broken. Right. So now different person. But every person teaches me something different. Every soul has a different message and a different reason why we connected, right?
Do you fall in and fall hard?
Man, I fall in and fall hard. That's where the music comes. So. Next project coming out is called Selling Love for a Living.
Yeah.
And I think this is my best masterpiece. This right here, like the afro is there. You know, at first when I was doing afro, I just got started. You could still hear a little, hip hop. But now this whole album is straight afro. I'm giving the message, giving the bars. I'm using my language. I'm bringing Swahili in it. I'm even like phone conversations with the girl that we had. It's on the album. It's all there.
Wow. I wish you the best, man.
Thank you.
Keep doing it.
Keep
doing it.
Thank you.
I know that once these songs are out, there'll be a big bang.
Yeah.
Especially on YouTube.
Yeah.
If someone wants to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
If you want to get a hold of me, right? Because I don't own Instagram, just in case my Instagram go down, you're gonna remember the website, movementsound.org. Again, it's movementsound.org. On Instagram, JTM Salim, SALIM. That's SALIM on all social media platforms. But remember movementsound.org though.
JTM Salim.
Yes.
JTM, what does it stand for?
Join the movement.
Oh.
Because for me, it's I'm not just an artist. I'm really just leading by example.
Wow.
I'm actually a music marketer and a podcast host. So what I do is just show people how to take what they have and create a profitable business.
What's the name of the podcast?
Big and Busy. We're top 5 on Spotify. Most globally shared globally shared podcasts in the world right now.
This is the big deal.
The biggest. Yeah. Good morning, Kenya.
I want us to bring this conversation to a close. And what is the best way of wrapping it up, apart from with his music?